Hi, I'm Mark Weitzel, Senior Director of ISV Alliances at Sugar CRM, and I'm here with Carlos Vasconcelos from Collab.
Yes. Hello, Mark.
How are you? Carlos, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Collab does? I know we've been talking about disruption in the industry, new innovative business models that are coming on that we didn't foresee, 5 years ago, let alone just a year ago. So what does Collab do, and how are you disrupting the industry?
Okay. So thank you. Collab, we are a next generation contact center provider. So this means that we build omni-channel customer journeys. People can communicate today with contact centers not only through voice, but email, chats, video, Skype, Facebook Messenger, whatever. So that's actually the birth of Collab. Collab started with a disruptive innovation concept, which was let's ditch the traditional PBX, the legacy PBX, and let's start enterprise-grade call centers only based on software. At the moment, people were laughing, saying no way a bank or an insurance company or a telco can just be operating on software for their mission-critical call center, but the fact is, today we have over 200 customers worldwide running on this disruptive innovation concept. Again, the times are changing really fast. The cloud is reshaping the entire industry again, and the birth of AI, artificial intelligence, is now shaking things up again.
You've talked about that, and we've certainly heard Rich Green, our Chief Product Officer, talk about artificial intelligence. What are some of the things that Collab is doing in this area that is starting to shape your product direction?
Okay, we are actually building AI components that we will bring onto Sugar. Okay, the first is about the ability to record voice sessions, call recordings, and to intelligently tell supervisors which ones should be listened to. So we have to call predictive QM, quality monitoring. The second one is intelligently matching humans, customers, and agents. And the third is about introducing here the concept of bots. Okay? And that's the concept that we are perhaps working harder on. Bots will for sure create a new layer of self-service. They are doing so. But there is a moment in time where the conversation with the bot will get frustrated, and that human needs to be transferred to another human. We orchestrate that, taking it out from the bot, delivering to the right person within the call center. That person is using Sugar. And when we do this on Sugar, all the relevant customer profile shows up along with the previous chat history from the bot. Okay? So this is an interesting ecosystem where humans and machines will work together side by side on what could be considered like an augmented reality contact center. Just to give you another hint on this, we can have bots suggesting the human what to recommend to the customer, while bots are continuously learning what the human is replying. Okay, so there's a lot of work to be done here.
This sounds really interesting. When I think about contact centers, I think of, oh, these things are big and complex and really hard. Is Collab easy to get started with? And how does it work? How do you set up Sugar?
Again, disruption has changed this and has a lot of impact on the way we now provision a call center. So in the past it was right, huge setup costs, huge infrastructure. Forget about all of that. You go to a web portal now, our Nubitalk cloud. You select you want a free trial. You select the number of agents that you need, how many supervisors, which channels you are into, like voice, email, chat, video, social. And then the next step is what front end you wish to use. And Sugar, when you select Sugar, we point out to the Sugar instance, you're up and running. You PayPal in the end, the system is fully provisioned. And now the next thing is, okay, and now from the agent perspective, now the system is configured, what do I have? Okay, you have a fully integrated Sugar CRM front end with our Collab technology. So when a call comes in, we pull up the relevant customer profile. When a call ends, we store the recording, easily accessible for future. When a chat session comes in, you don't change anything. The chat session comes into exactly the same front end. If the chat comes from the bot, you see what the bot communicated with the customer. So all in all, for us, Sugar is a beautiful, orchestrated, unified front end where all the customers' interactions are at.
Carlos, this has been absolutely fantastic. So it sounds like Collab is is not only ready to go for the small medium business that's just starting up and needs to get into the call center, but it also scales up to the enterprise.
Yep.
You've got some fantastic technology that's going to be disruptive with artificial intelligence that can feed into some of the work that Sugar's doing there. So all in all, this sounds really exciting. I want to thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and looking forward to have everybody on our website.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.